Hi everybody, it's Saf. Welcome to this video entitled When It's the Autumn Equinox and You Don't Feel Like Doing a Fucking Ritual. And why not? Why not do a ritual? This isn't a religion, you guys. We're not religious here. We're witches. Witches can do whatever the fuck they want. That's the point of being a witch, right? It's the point of being spiritual. It's about accepting yourself as a whole and doing whatever the fuck you want. So, if you're going through this weird sensation of like, oh, it's an important witch day and I should do something about it, know that that's just the ego. Like, for me, ritual is supposed to have the power behind it. It's the thrust that matters. It's not the actual ritual itself. Like, usually we're doing the ritual out of inspiration, either from the objects or from, the circumstances under which everything's happening. And traditionally, times have been prepared for by this kind of like a figurehead or whatever, like the shaman or whoever's preparing everybody else for the ritual, and it's kind of a big deal. But honestly, I don't think that anybody should ever be or feel forced into doing a ritual for any reason. Like, any day can be sacred, and any time can be a time to do a ritual. And ritual itself is like, what is that? But I thought that it would be a good opportunity for me to share my first ritual as a practicing witch was on the autumn equinox of I think it was 2015. And it was the simplest thing. I just sat with two different colored stones, a dark stone and a light stone, and contemplated the nature of lightness and darkness. And that ritual was given to me by the local witch who ran a shop in Massachusetts, and she was really sweet and really cool, and I enjoyed talking to her. Kind of a hot mess, but like, again, you're a witch, you do whatever the fuck you want. Like, drink coffee. Um, so yeah, if you're sitting there going like, gosh, I don't know, maybe I should like whip out the sage and just sage myself. Like, do whatever you feel is right. Because for me lately, I feel like rituals themselves have been feeling forced. Like, I've been, potentially, like, I'd really like to do a ritual, and then I do it, and then it's not necessarily as powerful as I think it's going to be, because there's that element of, like, I'm still forcing it. Um, but, like, in terms of my own personal healing and processes, my internal processes have been really wonderful and intense lately. And I've found myself not really needing magical objects as often. Like, crystals are always great, but I haven't found myself wanting to like sigilize anything or to even really give myself tarot readings lately, or to feel like, or to, to draw the circle, do all, it's all symbolic stuff that, like, I almost feel like up to a point, like, I've personally gotten past a point where I don't necessarily need tools. Like, I don't necessarily need selenite to clear my auric field now. I don't need sage to clear my auric field, but it's just nice. It's like kind of like it's something I'll always want to do, but not necessarily need to do. So there could be that too. Like, you could have a really intense healing process for the autumn equinox. I know that my dream last night was enough for me to feel really satisfied and cleansed, because I dreamt I was swimming in this clear water with sea lions and stingrays, and it felt peaceful, and I saw these corals, and then I went through a portal at the bottom of this pool I was swimming in, and it led me to this like big comfortable home with all these strangers, all these people I felt like I could get along with. So I definitely feel like that was a dream about self-acceptance, especially with the shadow work I've been doing lately. And so, it's accepting too the light, accepting We have gifts and talents, and whatever our shadow is what's kind of holding us back from sharing those. And that if we accept our shadow, then we simultaneously accept the light and are able to sort of produce that. And I've been feeling the ability to produce more light from my core here, that like the healing light is coming from within me instead of coming from my guides. When I ask for it, it's coming from inside of me. So that's really cool, and I feel like I wanted to share that with you, even though I'm like in my pajamas. I haven't brushed my hair, I just have a giant cup of coffee, and I'm not gonna do a ritual today. Like, I wanted to share that with you guys. I'm actually really happy I'm not gonna do a ritual because I don't feel like I need to. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to mentally participate in the symbolic act of honoring the equinox for what it is and the beautiful time that we're going through as a collective. I still want to do my full moon tarot reading for you guys for the Aries full moon because I'm an Aries, and it just means so much to me to be an Aries, that even if even if I was at a time in my life I didn't know anything else about astrology other than just being an Aries, I have always had that deep sense of core identification with that archetype, with the fire, with the passion, with the initiation abilities, and the want and desire to lead with the flame of that passion. So I definitely am going to still be doing that Aries full moon tarot reading. So stick around for that. This is going to be a short video because I don't feel like I have a whole lot else to say other than go and be guided where the energy is pushing you. So, like, if the energy is saying chill out, then chill out. If the energy is saying create, then create, and listen to the voice of calm inside you, not the voice that's going, oh, don't do that, you're an asshole if you do that, or don't do this because that'll make you look stupid, or what are you even thinking? Like, that voice needs love in the same way that every part of you needs love. This is about accepting the dark and the light, so we're sending love to all parts of ourselves, and that's pretty much the essence of what I have come to in my spirituality, and that is what I do now. I've kind of like synthesized processes and integration and everything like that into basically just streaming pure love from the universe into all of my wounds and allowing that to catalyze my healing. But it's taken me a lot, like a ton of practice to be able to do that, to where I can feel the physical effects in my body and I can see the effects in my life in general. Um, on that note, I feel like I am at a place where I can start to be more outward with my creativity, and so I'm going to be debuting a really awesome and important project that's really awesome and important to me, but it's also like a huge part of it for me to be sharing this project with as many people as possible. So like and subscribe to this channel if you want more updates on these projects that I'm doing. If you like my messages about spirituality and magic and tarot, definitely subscribe, because this is something that I feel like I'm going to continue to do. Thank you very much. Whatever it is you feel like doing, I hope that you are guided and blessed and healed within that experience. Thank you so much. Cheers. Here's to you and to all of your processes.